Hey, how's it going? Good afternoon. Okay, the point of this lesson is to figure out how water enters seeds and wakes them up. Uh, each seed has a little scar on it. On my pinto beans, the scar is on this side. Do you see that little scar? It's that little white mark. It's called a microfile, and that's where water is allowed to enter the seeds. So for this experiment, we're gonna try and seal up that little scar, that microfile, on some of the seeds, and not seal them up on the others, and kind of see what happens. And I was excited to do this experiment, and I kind of went ahead and I soaked some pinto beans in overnight, and wow, they blew up to about twice that size. I did this because I wanted to be able to open them up and see if I was correct about where the microfile is on these things. And here, let me get one. I totally was. I could see that it seeped in right there on the side. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to count out 10 or another evenly number, because you want to have the same amount of pinto beans in this cup and the same amount in that cup. I'm going to go for 10, so I'm going to try and find 10 equally sized pinto beans. Okay, so that means I'm going to have 5 and 5. 1, 2, 3. This one's a little bit big. I won't use it. 4, 5, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 3 remaining. I might switch out this guy, so now I have 5 plus 5, or 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 10 beans total. I'm going to now put 5 right away in this cup. Boop. That was fun. And then I'm going to seal up the microfile on these ones. And how you seal up a microfile is with adults' help. You're going to need a candle, and you're going to ask the adult to light it. The adult is going to light it. Should have got a candelabra for this. I wasn't thinking, or a candle stand. Once that wax starts melting, what they are going to do is keep the pinto bean on the wax paper here. I have to put it back here so you can see it. And then just drip as much wax as possible on one side. Try not to fully cover up the bean. Let's see. Ooh, yeah, perfect. Do you see that dripping? And this is why you need adult help, because this is kind of the dangerous part of the experiment. They're going to want to move this. Yeah, don't touch that hot wax. Ooh. You know, it might be a good idea to have your adult, or ask your adult, to wear gloves during this. I am trying this for the first time and immediately rethinking my safety decisions. Okay, that's 3. If you're doing your math out there, you know that there are 2 to go, because 5 minus 3 is 2. There we go. That one's pretty well sealed up. Might get one more drop of wax. Woo! Okay, last pinto bean. So 4 done, 1 to go. Honestly, when this candle was a bit smaller, it was a little bit easier to wield and manipulate. But I'm glad I'm using a long candle to protect my hand down here from the flame. That's enough. Okay, give them a second to cool down. You kind of want to ask your adult to take a thing like a fork or a pencil and just move them off of there. Make sure those microfiles are sealed. But that's why we're using 5, because honestly, I probably, this one is solidified on the wax. I probably didn't seal up the microfile on at least 2 or 3 of these. So now that they're all sealed up, I'm just gonna plop them boop, 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 into that cup and wait till tomorrow to see my results.